one or not, but it's a trumpet one. And just to make sure that you're not playing da 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 da. Really make those connections. Charlie Vernon, the great bass trombonist in the Chicago Symphony, talks about blowing through and between the notes, and I think that's really, really right. So, I might lay off a little of the solo literature for now and just spend time, with Rochu, with certainly, some of the Arbenz things. But I think that your articulation is great with the harder articulation. I think that you speak well, okay, through the trombone, and I think you need to work on singing through, because speaking. I had one of my teachers did this. He's a great teacher, and he did this at a master class one day here. He said, speaking is this, and singing is this. And I think you need to work more on this. Okay? Just because it's inconsistent right now, and your legato tongue is better, in my opinion, than your natural slurs and your lip slurs. I think you got to make your da tongue, as clean as possible, and the way to do that is to make your lip and natural slurs really connected, and that's what I would spend a lot of time with on you. But I'm very impressed. I don't mind telling you, you're right at the top of my person to scholarship list. So, I can't tell you that there won't be a cost here, because there is for everybody, unfortunately. But I will do the best thing that I can for you. And I would ask you to do this too, because I've got, I hope you'll accept and come here too. But if you can't, then I've got to use your money to try to get somebody else. So if we know it's not going to work, would you tell me, as soon as you can afterwards, so I can try to get somebody else?
Yes.
Right. So in the meantime, please get, and I would, I don't know how it is in Taiwan, but we have guidance counselors here in USA that will look for, scholarships for students, or at least point them in the direction of, you can get this. I mean, the marching Jayhawk thing, you may not want to do it, but trust me, even if you've never marched in a band, you can do it.
Yes.
I mean, you'd be the first person in the history of the world that couldn't. Trust me. Right? And that's not going to happen. And if you do that for 4 years, well, there's $4,000. All right, so we've got that. Then there has got to be somewhere in Taiwan a scholarship that's awarded to, an undergraduate female trombonist that's going to study in USA. I mean, we have stuff like that all the time, and some of it we honestly can't use. We have had a scholarship for students that come from a rural county in Kansas that want to be music therapists. And it's a generous scholarship, but we can only use it for a student that comes from Coffeyville and wants to be a music therapist. We can't use it for anything else. And that's stupid. But that's what it is. And I'm sure that there is something like that in Taiwan. And in the meantime, depending on when you get this in, so it's really important that we get transcripts and stuff as soon as possible.
Okay.
Right? And get the TOEFL score in and everything. I can't tell you how you're going to do with the TOEFL, but it sounds like you're not going to have a problem. I'm not the folks in the languages department, and I don't make that call, but it sure sounds like we're not going to have an issue with communication, and that's great. And so that's going to save you some time. I feel confident in that. And then we'll try to work with academics to see what we can do. I will call in every favor that I've got, and we will, try to put together the best financial aid package that we can for you. Okay. But you've got to do some of that too. So please get with your guidance counselors and investigate that. Okay. And see if there's something that you can get for, coming over here. As far as, I will tell you, as far as our student life, we have some brand new dorms. They're not full. We have scholarship halls where lots of our music students are. That will also help with reduced room and board too, because, they will then, have to do a chore during the week. Like they may have to, wash the dishes after, and it might have to do it for a week. I don't know exactly how it works, but these things are for will help reduce the cost of living as well.
Okay.
And I mean they don't give them to, everybody that's done this that I know of that's been in the trombone studio is, they're at the top of their game. So it's a good thing. They actually have practice rooms in those dorms and stuff like that. The regular dorms that they built are really beautiful.